Black Irish twist, lovely. I've been into the twist this week. Sometimes you just want to smoke one thing and that's all you want really, but this week it's been mainly the twist with me, black and brown. Knowing me, unscented of course. I'm just not interested in putting any aromatic flavours in my twists. I like them as they come. I just like to taste the good tobacco. I think if anything I'm more into the brown twist this week, although this is very nice too. Very smooth. The old black's it's more steamed and it's more pressed, so it's not quite as strong. They pressed some of the tar and nicotine out of it. Well, it's not quite got the strength of the brown. Not quite as pure in some respects, I suppose, if you look at it that way. Lovely nevertheless. Like I always say, it's more marine, more nautical. It's got that iodine sort of a barbecue, rusty ship sort of thing going on there somewhere. Very much a sipping tobacco, strong stuff nevertheless, not as strong as the brown but good stuff. Anyway, I'm just taking it easy. I've been quite busy today making quite a lot of wine. Excuse me while I just get this fired up. Making some parsnip wine for the family. It's not something I bother with much these days drinking, but I still make it for people. A couple of gallon anyway, which consisted of 9 pounds of parsnips, pound of potatoes, about 6 lemons, yeast of course, water, sugar, 4 pound odd of sugar, a bit of tea to give it tannin. So it's all gone in the bucket. That'll stay in there on the cold pulp for about 10 days, and then it'll go into demijohns, and then when it's finally racked off and fermented out, then it's going to be probably about 13-14%, and it'll end up with a sort of maturing period of something like 12 months or maybe more. I tend to use the old-fashioned methods. I don't like to boil things. I once got a little book called I think it was the Ian Ball wine method or whatever it was called, and I've always stuck to cold compress methods with wine. But anyway, I'm rambling into another interest there. I just love making this stuff. Part of the old hunter-gatherer, I think, you know, looking for things that you can get cheaply or pick yourself from the hedgerows. So if I see some cheap root vegetables, I'll use them as well. These were actually they weren't cheap at all. They were absolutely free. They were actually giving them away the other day in the shop. It was amazing. I walked in, said help yourself. So I grabbed 9 pounds of parsnips. There was a couple of Chinese guys next to me, and they were nearly lynching each other because they were fighting over the Brussels sprouts. It's crazy. Everybody goes mad at this time of year. Anyway, I suppose it's better to give them away free than dump them. So that's just what I'm up to at the moment. So I'm just going to get on with this black twist, which is very, very nice, and wish you a good evening, guys. Thanks for watching.